Partnership supported by a $200 million.
On March 5, 2025, former President Trump announced a significant reduction in tariffs on Canadian and Mexican goods. This announcement, made during a speech in New York, aimed to ease trade tensions and lower costs for businesses and consumers. The move came as a welcome surprise to many, signaling a potential thaw in the often contentious trade relationship between the United States and its North American neighbors. This decision marked a shift from the escalating tensions of previous months. Prior to the announcement, the White House had been considering a one-month delay on auto tariffs for vehicles complying with the USMCA. This consideration alone had sent ripples through the stock market, with the Dow Jones surging nearly 500 points in response to the potential easing of trade barriers. The tariff reduction was met with cautious optimism by many industry leaders. The prospect of a trade war had loomed large, and the reduction offered a reprieve from the uncertainty that had plagued businesses. The potential for increased costs and disrupted supply chains had been a major concern, and the reduction in tariffs offered a much-needed sense of relief. However, while the reduction in tariffs was undoubtedly a positive step, many experts cautioned that significant challenges remained. The trade relationship between the United States, Canada, and Mexico is complex and multifaceted, and tariffs are just one piece of the puzzle. The road to fully normalized trade relations remained long and winding. The recent tariff reduction marked a new chapter in the ongoing saga of trade relations between the United States and Canada. Tensions had been simmering for years, with former President Trump's 2018 tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum marking a significant escalation. These tariffs, justified on the grounds of national security, were met with retaliatory tariffs from Canada, targeting American goods ranging from ketchup to bourbon. The agricultural sector became a particular point of contention. The Trump administration had also considered exemptions for certain agricultural products from tariffs, including potash and fertilizer. These products are crucial to the Canadian economy, and the threat of tariffs had caused considerable anxiety among farmers and industry leaders. Beyond the economic implications, the tariffs also had a tangible impact on the political relationship between the two countries. Former President Trump's often combative rhetoric towards Canada, coupled with his imposition of tariffs, strained relations with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Trudeau accused Trump of using tariffs to destabilize Canada, and the two leaders engaged in a series of tense exchanges. The situation escalated further when Canada appealed to the World Trade Organization over the tariffs, arguing that they were unjustified and violated international trade rules. The United States countered by launching its own WTO challenge against Canada's dairy policies. The dispute highlighted the deep divisions between the two countries and the challenges in finding common ground. The tariff tug-of-war between the United States and Canada did not occur in isolation. It unfolded against a backdrop of broader global trade tensions, particularly between the United States and China. The ongoing trade war between the two economic giants had already created significant uncertainty in the global economy, and the tariffs on Canada and Mexico added another layer of complexity. China closely watched the developments in North America, seeing it as a potential bellwether for its own trade relationship with the United States. When the Trump administration announced its tariff reduction for Canada and Mexico, China filed a revised request for consultations at the WTO over additional U.S. tariffs. This move signaled that China was not backing down from its position and was prepared to continue challenging U.S. trade practices on the international stage. The economic implications of the tariff dispute were significant. While the tariff reduction offered some relief, the uncertainty surrounding trade policy had already taken a toll. Businesses had delayed investments, consumers faced higher prices, and the overall economic outlook was clouded by uncertainty. The tariffs on agricultural products in particular had the potential to pressure inflation, particularly in the food-at-home category. The tariff dispute also highlighted the deeply interconnected nature of the global economy. Tariffs imposed in one part of the world can have ripple effects across continents, impacting businesses and consumers far removed from the initial dispute. The interconnectedness of supply chains, financial markets, and international trade means that any disruption in one area can have far-reaching consequences. The tariff reduction announced by former President Trump marked a turning point in the trade relationship between the United States and Canada. While it did not erase the tensions of the past years, it offered a path towards a more constructive and mutually beneficial trading relationship. The future of Canada-US trade relations remained uncertain. Much depended on the policies of the Biden administration and its approach to trade with its North American neighbors. Some experts believed that the Biden administration would take a more multilateral approach to trade, working with allies like Canada and Mexico to address shared challenges such as climate change and China's growing economic influence. Despite the challenges, there were also reasons for optimism. The United States, Canada, and Mexico remained bound together by geography, history, and economic ties. The USMCA, despite its flaws, provided a framework for cooperation and dispute resolution. Moreover, there was a growing recognition on both sides of the border that a strong and stable trading relationship was in their mutual interest. The tariff tug-of-war had tested the bonds of the Canada-US relationship, but it had also underscored the importance of dialogue, compromise, and a commitment to finding common ground. As the two countries moved forward, they carried with them the lessons learned from this challenging chapter in their shared history. As we look ahead, one crucial aspect often overlooked in the grand narrative of international trade is the role of small businesses. These enterprises are the backbone of both the US and Canadian economies, driving innovation and creating jobs. With the easing of tariffs, small businesses on both sides of the border stand to benefit significantly. Imagine a Canadian startup that manufactures eco-friendly packaging. Reduced tariffs mean lower costs when exporting to the US, allowing them to compete more effectively in a larger market. Conversely, American small businesses can more easily access Canadian raw materials, reducing production costs and increasing profitability. The Biden administration's approach to trade, emphasizing cooperation and mutual benefits, presents a unique opportunity for these small businesses. By leveraging the framework provided by the USMCA, small businesses can navigate the complexities of international trade more efficiently. Moreover, initiatives aimed at supporting small enterprises in their export endeavors could further enhance this positive trend. Government programs, trade missions, and cross-border partnerships are all avenues through which small businesses can expand their reach and impact. The future of Canada-US trade isn't just about large corporations and government policies, it's also about the everyday entrepreneurs who drive economic growth and innovation. As we move forward, fostering an environment where these small businesses can thrive will be essential in building a resilient and prosperous trade relationship. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Be on the lookout for more information as things unfold on US tariffs.